Hey guys, welcome to Beauty with a Twist. I'm your host Dee Dee, and my guest today is...
I'm Alexis. I'm a tattoo artist from the San Fernando Valley. I have a tattoo shop named BeMoreYouLA, and I tattoo for a living.
Oh, we have a tattoo artist.
Look at us go.
I know. Can I just say you are our first female tattoo artist.
Okay.
So welcome.
Yay, I'm so happy to be here.
I know.
Thank you.
We honestly, I know that we met. Well, tell us kind of how, it happened that you were...
Okay, bet.
Tell me.
That I got here? How I got here, basically?
Yeah.
Obviously, Monique. I love her. I saw her episode.
Shout out to Monique.
Shout out to Monique. We love her. It came up on my page. I saw your podcast. I went through your whole page. I was obsessed with you. She's beautiful. She's great. And I was like, how can I be on the fucking show? Like, how can I do this?
Can I tell you?
So I slid in the DMs.
I know, she did slide in the DMs.
I slid, yeah.
Can I tell you that I have a lot of people that always slide in our DM.
I bet.
It's like they tell us their story and it's great and it's amazing. And it's tons of messages that we get, right?
Of course.
But it's always the same, like, okay, another waxer, another, person in the beauty industry. So when I seen you do tattoos.
Yeah.
And I seen your work. I think that's what, I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is who I want. I need her on my podcast. And that's kind of just what happened.
That makes me so happy. I feel like I wasn't formal at all in your DMs. I was just like, I was literally just like, hi, love you. Yeah. Let's collab.
And I think it's just, we're cancers, by the way. So I think that right there, we just connected.
Twin. I know. I love it.
We just connected. And then from there, look where we are.
Cancers are on a different level.
Yeah.
So
tell us a little bit about your background, how you got into tattooing.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I never went to college, okay? Right out of high school, I started working at a tattoo shop, and I was actually doing piercings. I wasn't a tattoo artist, but I was 16. I thought, this is so cool to work at a tattoo shop, right? And when I started working there, I started seeing, at that time, it was full of old school tattoo artists, and I'll put little air quotes around that because we'll get into that later. But I remember thinking to myself, wow, I can totally do that. And I was already spending so much time there. So after school, I would go to tattoo shop. I was learning how to do piercings, but I was also learning how to do tattoos a little bit here and there. And I just sort of started posting random tattoos that I would do on my Instagram because at that time it was just how cool of me.
When you were 16, you said?
Yeah.
Wait, how long?
I know. Yes.
I'm like, wait,
you're like math.
The math. I need to know. How long?
I was I was 16, so I was a sophomore or junior in high school. And I started working at a tattoo shop in North Hollywood as an apprentice.
Okay.
Cleaning, learning how to just do piercings and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And then from being there and cleaning and spending so much time there, I would obviously see other people tattooing. And I remember thinking to myself, I can totally do that. It doesn't look that hard. And I was already spending so much time there that I would practice on friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And because I thought it was so cool to tattoo, I would post it on my Instagram. The Instagram page that I have right now, Alexis_XOL. And it's actually Xol. A lot of people are like, what the fuck is an XOL?
Can I tell you, I was going to say your name is XOL.
Okay.
What? But it's different. Now that you mentioned it.
My name is Alexis Xol.
Okay.
Like the sun. Sol. Yeah, but people don't really catch on to it because why did my mom put an X on it? I don't know.
So she realized on your birth certificate.
My birth certificate is Alexis Xol and it's spelled XOL.
That's so dope.
Yes, exactly.
That's so dope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But most people are like XOL. Cool, cute, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, the Instagram page that I have now that is now my tattoo account was just a personal page that I started in high school, started posting tattoos, and people just started following me, and I kept tattooing, and I didn't go to college because fuck college.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that?
Yeah.
And I was just like, let's wing it. Let's see what's gonna happen. You know? So then I just kept tattooing and disappointing my family and somehow I've gotten here today.
Yeah.
And
look
we're
at you
doing
now.
good, and we're thriving, and we're happy.
So does your family think of you different now because you're successful, you are in a good place?
Mm-hmm.
What do they say now?
Are you Hispanic?
Yes.
Okay. I am too.
Are you the middle child?
No, I'm the baby.
Okay, so that's
which
crazy.
makes it worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes it worse. Growing up in my family, it was very taboo to not go to school, not get a 9 to 5. That's like the dream, right? So me, the baby of the family, saying I'm gonna fucking tattoo, I'm not gonna go to school, let's wing it and hope for the best.
You gave him a fucking heart attack.
A heart attack. It was horrible. It's like, it was literally like the worst news that I could have broken to my mom, right?
Yeah.
But I think that realistically, that generation, they lived such a different lifestyle that really all she wanted is for me to be able to be financially independent. And now, years later, now that I am, she's like telling her friends, like, oh yeah, she tattoos, like hit her up for tattoos and stuff. But of course, it took a really long time for us to get there, just because it's just a very different generation with very different upbringings.
Yeah.
And what we do, even what you do, is so foreign to them.
Yeah.
As a way of being successful.
Yeah, because they think that the only way to be successful is you go to school.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
And it's like, this generation is so different, though.
Correct.
That I feel like it's not even about school. It's like, okay, you go to school, you're wasting your fucking time.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and bless her heart, you know, she doesn't know any better. And, you know, a lot of our parents didn't really get the opportunity to go to school and get a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So I get it.
But it's the old generation. That's how they think. That's how they'll forever think.
Yes.
But I feel like now the place that you are, and after she sees this, watch, she's gonna be bragging to her fucking amigas. She's gonna be like, that's my kid right there.
She is, but what's so funny is that my mom has no clue of Instagram at all. She doesn't have an Instagram. She doesn't know how to use it. She still doesn't really understand the context of what I do or how successful I am because she's not on social media.
Not on Facebook?
She's on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook. Like she knows that I can afford to support myself and that I'm happy and that I drive a nice car, but she doesn't really get it. You know? Yeah. She'll tell me, oh, my friends follow you, but I don't know what that means. And like, she's just not there, and she's still not there. Yeah. You know, and it's okay. She doesn't really see it fully. But what matters to her most is the financial stability and independence.
She sees that,
and she sees that, and she's like, you know what? I'm happy. Sure, whatever. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but she's doing something right.
Yeah.
So
you didn't get into piercings, right? You got more into the tattooing.
Yeah.
Now, did you? Oh my gosh, have you pierced every part of a place?
No, ew, no. People,
because I want to know. I want to fucking know.
Let's talk about that. People ask me that all the time. And during the first 2 years when I worked at that tattoo shop, I was apprenticing, so I was watching what my mentor did.
Yeah,
and he did everything.
Like.
Everything.
Oh shit.
Like everything that you could think of. And there was like little Alexis, like barely 18 years old, like back there while girls are dropping their panties. Like, let me tell you, girl, it's kind of yuck. It's kind of yuck. And like, I hate to say it, but a lot of people do not take care of themselves, you know?
Oh, I know. I'm in the I know.
You know what I mean? And it's like holding professionalism during those moments is really hard.
Now, oh my God, you've seen a dick get pierced? I just need to know. Guys really do it? Oh my God, Marlo.
They do. They do. They do. And not only that, there's like a million different ways it could be done. So you just use your imagination on that one, and we'll leave it at that. Gross.
So you were like, I don't want to do piercings. I'm there to start tattooing and stuff. Did you kind of find your niche into it? Like you were like, I don't want to do color. I want to stick.
That's a great question. Because I started as a piercing apprentice.
Yeah.
I never had a mentor to teach me how to tattoo. And so the safest route was just doing really simplistic line work stuff because I didn't know how to do anything else and nobody was there to teach me how to do anything else. And I think I accidentally fell into my niche that way because it was safe. And not so much because I only wanted to do line work, but because at that time,
that's all you really
I didn't know how to do anything else. And then there was this huge market for like minimalistic, simple stuff. So then there was me, like little 18-year-old Alexis, tattooing. And within a few years, I was busier than everybody else in that shop that had been tattooing for like 10, 15 years.
Because now we're going to get into it. The old school tattoos are like,
oh gosh,
you know, the girls, the fucking clowns, girls' faces, and the black and white, very art. Like, what is the fucking name of it? What is
traditional?
Traditional.
And not only that, there's a huge difference between people who learn how to tattoo and artists who learn how to tattoo. And what I mean by that is that in the tattoo industry, and people are not going to like this at all, in the tattoo industry, there's people who Google shit and copy it and profit off of it and accept every single client and say, I can do that. I can do color. I can do black and gray. I can do line work. I can do everything because they're in it for the money. And physically, can they try their best to do that? Yes. Is it going to look good? No, it's really not.
Damn.
And that differentiates between people who have a specific niche and they narrow it down, they get really good at it because they have an artistic background to back it up with actual artistic skill. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes total sense.
Versus Google searching, and like there's a huge separation in the industry between those two types of people, and old school artists hate that new school artists.
Yeah.
Not only because we're producing better work, right? But because by producing better work, we're also able to charge more, and we have more clients that want us, right? Because the quality of the work is just so much better.
Because it's new.
And on top of that, we're young. We know how social media works. And social media is so important. You know that. Yeah. You know? So it's like,
so those tattoo artists were just doing it for a quick buck. That's basically what it is.
Well, and before there was social media, I mean, tattoo shops were profiting off of just sitting and waiting for people to walk in the door, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't blame them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't have like booked appointments months ahead. It's like, we're going to go in, and if somebody walks in and then they want like Sailor Joe tatted on their arm, we're Google searching it and doing it. You know what I mean?
Do people still get that?
I'm sure somewhere in some universe they do, for sure, because there's a market for
everything. Yeah.
There's a market for everything.
Yeah.
So you can't hate on it, you know?
And you know what, too? I feel like we have to give them props to old school artists.
100%.
Because they're still running a business.
Yes.
And if they'd be smart to hire new school artists.
Correct.
Because it's bringing them clientele.
Correct.
It's bringing them like people to get to know their shop too.
Correct. And also just to learn from new people. You know what I mean? Like if you stay stuck in the same old mindset and you never learn, you never grow, you just stay stagnant. And that's the biggest downfall that people make, right? Especially old school tattoo artists, is instead of saying like, oh, this 19, 20-year-old is fucking booked out. How are you doing that? Can you tell me how you're doing that so I can learn from you? Instead of that, they're like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
You're not even tatted. You don't have sleeves.
Yeah.
You didn't go through an abusive apprenticeship. Like, you're not worthy of being included in this industry, you know? And it's very, very, very gatekeepy. The tattoo industry is very hard to get into.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah, please.
Because you're beautiful, right?
Thank you.
And this is a male dominant type of industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
they say.
100%. Yeah.
So what do they say when they look at you? Are they like, you got the hose for sure, in the DMs?
Oh my God. Got the hose is crazy.
For reals. Because let me tell you something. They're probably like, wow, she works out. Beautiful. That's already number one. She is a natural pretty. She is a tattoo artist. She has her own spot. Like, oh yeah.
I'm being gassed up right now.
But that's probably what they, right? Come on.
For sure. But you know what? The first, I would say,
do they take you serious is what I'm trying to tell you.
The first 5 to 6 years of my professional life,
yeah,
being a tattoo artist, I never once posted my face, my body, anything, because I wanted to make it so badly and gain respect of people in the community.
Yes.
That I never posted myself. Now, 100%. Reels, all of that, we're marketing off of it.
Yeah.
For sure. Because dumb not to.
Yeah.
Okay? But back then, in the beginning of my career, I never post myself because even now, people are going to assume that I'm booked, that I have this, that I have that, because of all these other reasons, because they're fucking haters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so much easier to say, like, she's booked because she's hot, instead of saying she's booked because she's worked for the past 10 years, built a clientele, and she has an artistic
talented
background.
Yes.
She's fucking talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are haters.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. Period.
Period.
That's all there is to it. But now, do people take me seriously? They do, because the work speaks for itself. Do I still have haters in my fucking comments? 100%.
Yeah.
I welcome it. I like them. Swear to God. I'm a fucking troll. Like, I'm not responding to them, but like, yeah, I welcome it. It's great for the algorithm.
Yeah.
Do people take me as seriously as male tattoo artists? I don't know. But do I have control over that? No, I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they probably, I bet you it was kind of like hell, because it's such a dominant industry that it's kind of like, they're not gonna take, oh, she's just another one. She just wants the clout shit. She just wants the attention. She's just 100%. And that's probably what they're thinking, because
they are 100%.
You know, especially, so I could tell that it was probably really hard for you.
It was very hard.
I gave you so much props though.
Thank you.
Did that shit.
Thank you.
Fuck all you guys. You guys are not seeing my face.
No,
I'm gonna show my work for what it is.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Now look where the fuck you are.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I always I'm so fueled by people's doubting me. It's been one of my greatest aspects of like my growth, is that when people doubt me and they want to give me 10 million reasons why I couldn't, I'm like, perfect. Can't wait. Let's run it back. Let's fucking run it. Like, I'm so prepared.
So have you gotten friends that like really do hate on you? Like, okay, like, let me give you an example.
Please.
I used to have a large, okay, so you have different friend groups. I mean, I don't know if you have different friend groups, but I used to have different friend groups, as in I used to have my party friends. This is my going out friends. And then I used to have like, this is my nurturing friends. This is my friends that I could trust. Then I have my long-term besties. We don't talk that much, but it's like, hey girl, how you doing? We're still always going to be friends. Okay. So I had this other friend group, right? And we were close. We were cool. Known them since before middle school, right? I had my business and not one of them sat in my chair. And it's so funny because complete strangers trusted me and my own friends didn't. And they would purposely go to other estheticians and post them. And I'm like, you're not my friend, bitch. Yeah. You're a hater. Because it just, that's what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that having friends who are not willing to be your friend if you're doing better than them, it speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Like, they're not, I don't want you near me anyways. I have so many friends that are doing so much better than me, and I gravitate towards them because I'm like, how do you do that? Can you teach me? Like, I want to support you. You support me, because that's how you grow. That's how you have a big mindset. Like, small-minded people are like, oh no, you make me feel small, get away. Right? And like, power to them, let them. Of course I had friends like that.
Yeah. I feel like a real friend is going to applaud you even if you're doing better than them, no matter what. And that's your true friend.
Yeah.
You know?
And realistically, I prefer to surround myself with people that are doing way better than me.
Same.
I would rather be a tiny little fish in a big pond than be the biggest fish in a tiny, tiny, tiny little pond.
Oh my God, can we short clip that?
like genuinely though.
Yes.
And that goes for everything. Even gym with me right now. I started at Planet Fitness and I'm like, I'm the biggest fish in this tiny little pond.
And you're like, I need to get out?
And I need to get out. Like, I want to go to a gym and be in fear of my life because I'm surrounded by jacked girls and boys that make me feel weak as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. I know what you mean. I listen, it's like, I've said this on my podcast. It's like who you are, who you hang out with. My mom used to tell me that. Mm-hmm. My mom is like, your friends justify you. As in, like, if your friends are doing this, then that you're going to do that with your friends. And it's just, you know, and I had gotten rid of a lot of friends. I'm not even going to lie. I'm being so transparent because I had friends, close friends, and I just ghosted them. And it sucks because I didn't give them any closure. And did they reach out? No, because according to them, I'm a bitch and I did this, and that. It doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is because I'm not benefiting from you. And that sounds really harsh, but it's so
it's
true.
not
like,
harsh at all.
what am I getting out of this friendship?
Correct.
I need to get something out of this friendship.
100%.
Do I mean money? No. I mean, I want to get advice. I want to give you advice. I want to receive the advice.
100%.
Right?
I couldn't agree with you more. If it's not benefiting me emotionally, financially, spiritually, I don't want it. And that applies to everything, right?
Yeah.
Friends, romantic partners, business, everything. Like, it's not selfish at all to choose that and to ghost people because they're no longer benefiting you. And it's okay that maybe at one point they were benefiting you and they just no longer are.
Yeah.
Because again, like, growth mindset, you know, we're not here to stay stagnant.
Yeah. I can just name the amount of friends who I talk to on daily in one hand.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
That's just who I talk to every day. Those are my people.
100%.
I am so proud of them.
100%.
They're actually doing better than me.
100%.
And they think I'm doing better than them. I'm like, yeah, you're doing better than me, but I am applauding you.
Yeah.
And we are celebrating the smallest.
I love that.
You know?
I love that. Yeah. People ask me all the time, like, oh my God, do you go out? Like, you must have so many friends. Like, you're so popular.
Yeah.
And like, I literally don't fuck with anybody.
So true.
Like, I literally don't fuck with anybody. Like, I have 2 best friends and I hang out with them physically outside of work a handful of times a year. Everybody else on social media, friends, of course, that's like acquaintances, of course. But like, people that I would spend my time with, because time is very fucking valuable, very, very few.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I'm just over the party
and I like it like
too.
that. Yeah,
I'm over going out.
Yeah,
and you know, I think I like dinners.
Me too.
I like to go. I like an agenda. I don't know if you like an agenda. I love an agenda. I live by it.
Yes,
I have a schedule, and if I don't go by that schedule, then I'm fucked up. The next day, I am tweaking. Yeah. I'm not all there.
No, 100%.
And I feel like I don't know how I used to do when I was 21 years old, going out, staying out to 6 a.m.
No.
Then coming and going to work. I was not all there. I feel like now I'm locked in.
Yeah.
And it's crucial for me to go to bed at a good time. Yes. Waking up at a good time.
Yeah.
And having a schedule for myself.
Yeah, 100%. And when you start to be successful, those little increments of time that you used to take advantage of before and fucking stay out till 6 a.m. and just take advantage of, now they're so important. It's like, no, I can't hang out after work because I only have a 30-minute window to eat, and then I have to get dressed and go to the gym, and then after that I still have to like talk to client. Like every little minute counts. And so if I'm willing to give you a little segment of my free time, it better be benefiting me emotionally, physically, spiritually, one of the 3.
For sure.
If not, that segment is going to make me money and I can spend it in a different way, whether it be editing, feeding myself. Like, time 100. Is money.
100% agree.
Yeah.
So now, do you take, because I want to know about the tea. Okay. I want to know about your pricing. I want to know.
Oh gosh, she said, let's dive.
I want to talk about money.
Into it. I like money. Let's talk money. Let's do it.
How many clients do you take a day now? So we passed the whole apprentice. We did the We did the piercing. Are
we talking now?
We're talking
do I charge right now?
Well, let's talk about now.
Okay, we're diving. Okay. First of all, I have a booking assistant. Okay. Everybody goes through her because, again, time management. Right? I would rather pay somebody to manage all of that for me because I can use my time to do something else. So everybody goes through my booking assistant, and before they even talk to me personally, they're paying $100 deposit just to say, I would like a moment of her time. Okay.
Ooh.
And that's not me being cocky. That's just me being
Secure.
Professional
And secure.
And security, but also narrowing down who's being for real and who's wasting my time. And at this point in my business, I don't want anybody that's going to waste my time, try and haggle prices with me. Like, we're not doing that. We're narrowing down who's so fucking for real and who's so serious about booking an appointment with me that sending $100 deposit is no problem, right? So that's what that's for. Now, yes, I only take one client a day, especially because I'm prioritizing larger appointments, larger sessions. Mm-hmm. If it's small stuff, I'll take multiple a day. A full session with me is going to run anywhere from $1,400 to $1,600 for a day. Okay? Now, when I say a day, I'm not talking about a 9 to 5. Okay? A day for me, and people are not going to like this, a day for me is 11 to 4 o'clock. Okay? When they arrive at 11, I'm not starting tattooing immediately at 11. We're going to conversate. We're going to make sure you're comfortable. We're going to get everything set and prepped. I'm probably not going to start tattooing you until 12 or 12:30, realistically. Okay? I'm done by 4 or 5. That is my full day. It is 4 to 5 hours for $1,400 to $1,600.
I need to quit my job.
Listen, it seems like a jump scare, right? People are like, that's fucking ridiculous. But the reality is that you're not only paying for those 4 to 5 hours with me, you're paying for the 10 years, 8 years that it took me to be able to give you this quality work in 4 or 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
And the reality is that tattoos are not a requirement, you know what I mean?
It's not a luxury. I mean, it is a luxury. It's not
a luxury.
Yeah.
I don't know the word either, but yeah. It's a luxury. Mm-hmm. So if you would like to get tattooed by me, this is what I require. And it's not only mentally exhausting, but it's physically exhausting. My wrists hurt, my back hurts, my eyesight used to be 20/20. I used to have I'm not even fucking lying. You can ask anybody in the industry.
Why?
My eyesight used to be 20/20, okay? When you become a tattoo artist, everything is this close, okay? I'm tattooing 4 or 5 hours a day, this close, right? After that, I'm editing videos this close on a screen. Then after that, I'm on my iPad, I'm prepping for the next day, this close. Then I have to talk with my booking assistant. We're gonna meet and make sure everything's cool. We do a FaceTime, we're this close. The only time that I'm not looking this close is on my off days and at the gym. And I used to have 20/20 vision all the way until I was 20 years old. I had perfect fucking vision. I started tattooing, gone.
That's so great. I never heard of that.
Gone. But you know what? My focus is crazy. My eye doctor is like, you can't read that. And I'm like, I'm reading every fucking letter because your brain says, okay, we don't use this anymore. We don't use long distance vision anymore. But she's using the up close a fuck ton. So let's narrow in on that.
So it's just, that's why you charge the way you charge, just because of all this back end. Because you know what I was going to ask you? What do you think? Mm-hmm. Obviously, you're going to think, yes, because it's for our work. For me, mm-hmm. and people might fucking hate me, mm-hmm. I will never pay $20,000 for a tattoo. Because, first of all, that is a car. Okay, and I have priorities. Yeah. I mean, if you have money, great. Okay, yeah. You have savings, great. Yeah. But holy crap, that is a lot of money for a tattoo. One of my friends, he tattoos. He posted this thing, how much I make in a day. And mm-hmm. I love to see those videos, right? Yeah. But he took 2 sleeves, half sleeves, charged $6,000 each. And oh my gosh, that is crazy. I mean, kudos.
It seems crazy in retrospect, right? But like, in my opinion, a $20,000 car, is it going to last you forever? Are you going to drive that car forever? Maybe you're going to get 5-10 years out of it, right?
But a tattoo is forever.
Tattoo is forever.
I can see that. But when I'm old, that shit's going to look wrinkly.
You're going to look wrinkly without tats, though.
I mean, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You might as well do it with style.
You're going to look wrinkly.
You're fucking right.
Everyone's going to look fucking old. So who cares? Okay?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And like quality over quantity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a luxury. So like, if you want it, get it and do it right. Or if you want to budget on it, but it's going to look like you budgeted on it. That's for sure. I can promise you that.
Well, do you see, okay, this is some tea. Do you see tattoo artists are so big in the industry and you think they shouldn't be that big in the industry because their work isn't all there?
100%. But from a business perspective, some tattoo artists are very good on social media. So they're very, very, very booked. Talent-wise, tattoo-wise, are they really, really good? No. But can I respect them? Can I respect the hustle?
Absolutely.
100%. But I'm not going to get tatted by them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to dap you up and say your work is so sick because I'm not a liar.
So then if you were to see them doing a class, you're not showing up to that class to learn from them?
I'm not learning shit from nobody. I'm not learning shit from nobody that doesn't impress the fuck out of me.
Oh my gosh, true.
Because time is money. This is a waste of my time. What am I doing paying for a class when I tattoo better than you?
And they're so big on social media, huh?
If they're teaching a class on that, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. For sure. There's so many tattoo artists that are incredible on social media that within a year, they're like 100K, 200K, 300K. They just pop off. Are they the best tattoo artists in the industry? No, but you can't hate on that. You cannot hate the hustle. Like,
the marketing is just amazing. That's why.
Yeah, I'm like, teach me your ways. Mm-hmm. I want to be like that. Mm-hmm. That's the best way to learn. You see somebody, they have something you want. You don't fucking hate on them. You say, how'd you do that? Teach me how to do that. Come here. Let's see. Let's
talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So do you have your own shop?
I do.
Okay, so are they booth renters?
I just opened a shop last January. Mm-hmm. So we're like 1 year mark right now.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
A bad bitch that you are.
It's called BeMoreYouLA.
Okay.
And some artists pay rent and some artists do commission. And I give option because, yes, I'm a businesswoman for sure, but I'm also a tattoo artist and I understand being on the other side of it. And I wish that I would have been afforded the option of either or. Most people do commission. Most business owners, tattoo shop owners do commission. Because why? Because that's where the money's at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I respect it. There's nothing wrong with it, but pros and cons to each, you know?
Yeah. They'll get 60%. You'll keep. It's either 50-50 or 60-40 or 30-70, depending.
Most shops do 50-50, which is just fucking crazy, but that's the reality of it.
Does that stress you out as in getting their clients? Because what if they're hitting you up for you, like they're thinking they're getting tatted by you, but they're getting tatted by someone at your shop?
Everybody at the shop books their own clients. I don't book people for them. The number on my page is strictly for my booking assistant only. So everybody's in charge of managing their own bookings.
So they're only paying you whatever your percentage because they're using your shop.
Correct. And because I have permits, I like supply all the fucking supplies, licensing,
you're
everything.
Supplying their ink and their pens and their
no. There's personals, like your machine is yours. It would be like the cameras, you know what I mean? Like that's your stuff, so we don't supply that. But there's so much extra, like paper towels, plastics, bibs, ink caps, like there's all the little shit. We supply that. So they're paying for the space.
Yeah,
they're paying for the supplies, and they're also paying because they don't have to be the middle. I'm the middleman between health department, the city, all the fucking regulations.
You do all the
headache shit. That's me. Yeah, that's what they're paying for.
I get it, girl.
Yeah.
Trust me. The overhead is crazy, huh? You know what? I feel like
it's a lot. It's a lot.
You know what? Owning a salon or shop in general is just so much stress.
It's not all it's made out to be.
It really isn't.
It's not. But
do you regret it though?
I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. However,
do you advise it. Would you give would you give someone the advice, go do it? Honestly.
I think that everybody should chase after their goals fucking aggressively. Whether it's gonna turn out good or not, you should chase it aggressively. And fucking fail fast with everything. So I would advise everybody to just fucking go for it. Me personally, it's a lot to own a fucking business. And one thing that you give up owning a business is your freedom. Okay? Because when shit breaks down and shit hits the fan, you're not like, bye, I'm going home. I don't own the place, right? Mm-hmm. Which is the freedom that you get before, you know? You don't get to go on vacation and be like, good luck, everybody. Like,
peace out. I'm just paying my rent.
Peace out. Mm-hmm. Like, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you give up a lot of freedom running a business. And do I want to do that forever? No, I don't want to do that forever.
So you don't see yourself owning this forever?
No, I don't. I think nothing's forever. I think I have an idea in my fucking head.
What you want?
What I want. And I chase it. And I do it, and then I get it, and I tend to be like, what's next?
So now you don't have a 10-year plan, or do you? It's kind of like you're going with the flow, or do you see yourself?
Oh, God. That sounds so irresponsible to say I don't have a 10-year plan. Like, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't have a 10-year plan.
And that's okay.
I literally see something in my head. I'm like, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to try that. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that.
That's such a cancer.
It is.
I do that, too.
It is. And last year, I was like, I'm gonna open a tattoo shop. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
It's like kind of, what is it called? You do shit impulsively. I'm such an impulsive person.
I am too. And you would think impulsive means like, oh, we're gonna buy this $500 pair of shoes. And no, I'm impulsive. Like, I'm gonna spend all my savings to fucking try this business concept. Same. Run it.
You know and if it fails, I could say I did it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
fucking fail fast, dude.
I'm the same way. I've done so much stuff in my life impulsively that's, you know, it's gotten me some places, and I could say that I did it, and I could tell my kid that I did it.
Yeah.
But would I do it again? Absolutely not.
Exactly.
And I could see it now. It wasn't a waste of time, but I'm like, what the fuck was I doing trying to do that?
But, for sure. You know, we needed to do that so that we can get to a place where now we're like, why the fuck did I do that? We're not doing that again.
Yeah.
Everything's a fucking lesson. You know what I mean?
It was one day to another I wanted to start a podcast. You know
Amen. I love that for you.
It was one day.
Look at her go, guys.
It was like one day to another. It really was. I told my videographer I wanted to do this is my idea. He's like, well, I can't do that for you because I know nothing about podcasts, but I know somebody that can.
Amazing.
And then boom, and Marlo can vouch for me. Like, he was trying to teach me how to do a podcast. I didn't want him to teach me.
Yeah.
I was like, I just he didn't know that.
Yeah.
But what did I do? I said, can you do it?
Yeah.
Did I not? Yeah. Wasn't it really like that?
But like, people get so fucking stuck in the mindset of being like, oh, like, I want to do this, but what if this happens? Or what if it fails? Or like so many what ifs that you just get fucking paralyzed by it, you know? You have to just like, fuck it. Just wing it.
Do it.
Just wing it.
Okay, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Because I had a tattoo artist on here. Mm-hmm. Shout out to what is his name on here? Active Edward. Okay, we had a tattoo artist.
Okay.
I asked him, and we're going to play the clip, tattooing. And what is like an advice? Because a lot of people are trying to do it.
What advice would I give?
Yes.
To just jump into it.
But what if someone is scared? Okay. For example, she wants to get into it. She's like, girl, I don't even know where to start. Like,
she doesn't know where to ask for help.
Yeah. Because
do it yourself. Honestly, your best teacher, probably YouTube. You know what I mean? You go on YouTube and you start. Especially if she's a girl, it's going to be harder for her. So say she goes to a shop and they want her to be an apprentice. Like, she's going to be throwing out the trash, you know, breaking people down. It's like, I thought you wanted to learn how to tattoo, not clean up after me.
What is some advice that you would give to an upcoming tattoo artist?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, just fucking run it. Just go for it. If you're waiting for validation, if you're waiting for somebody to hold your hand and show you the way and take you through an apprenticeship, it's never gonna fucking happen, okay? You're gonna spend a year, 2 years, 3 years procrastinating and hoping that your guiding angel is gonna come and take your hand and show you the way, and it's just not gonna fucking happen. Social media and YouTube is huge.
See, that's what he said.
YouTube is huge. There's artists at my shop right now never went through an apprenticeship. They learned everything on YouTube. There's also artists who went through an apprenticeship and endured horrible things in order to get to where they are. There's so many stories of people's getting forced to get tattoos and clean the bathroom with fucking toothbrushes and like all these horrible things that give you the badge of honor and like you went through so much suffering, so now you're allowed to be in the industry. It's all bullshit. It's literally all bullshit. The best advice I could give is to buy a good fucking machine, okay? A good machine is going to cost you at least 1.5 grand, for sure. You're going to spend at least a G. Get a good-ass machine. Go on YouTube. Follow people that you want to be like and literally watch their shit. See what the fuck they're doing and practice on your friends, and you're going to be so fucking bad at first, and it's okay.
Make sure you have a friend that's down.
Make sure your friend knows that you're going to be really bad.
I heard pig skin. Is that true?
All the fake skin is bullshit.
Is that true?
It's all bullshit. Like, yes. Are you going to be able to tattoo on fake skin and feel how a machine feels in your hand? Yeah. For sure, of course. But is that going to transfer over to real skin? Fuck no. It's not. The first tattoo I did was horrible.
Oh my God, I want to see it.
It was a money sign.
Oh my gosh, like
you know what
I'm thinking?
Like the universe was like, girl, there's money in this.
No, but you know what? You said money sign, what I was thinking? Because I probably could do it. Mm-hmm. Do you remember in middle school where they did the 3 lines and then the 3 lines and then you somehow connect them? Am I the only one that knows what that is? You don't know what that is?
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
Yes. The 3 and then
did it.
Yes. Everybody did it on their test. They were like, ooh, graffiti.
Yes, me.
Yes.
Okay, nothing like that. It was literally a money sign.
It was literally just a money sign. And I'll always remember it because I think it's probably disappeared by now because I was so scared to hurt her that I just went way too light. Yeah. But just fucking fail fast. Just try it. Do your best. Who cares?
Just move on. Just try it.
Just try it and fucking move on. Maybe you'll fucking hate it. Or maybe in a year you'll be semi-decent.
Do you advise them to take a course? So is there tattoo course? Obviously there's tattoo courses, right?
Oh, yeah. God. I have opinions. There's tattoo courses.
I've never really seen them because I'm not really in that industry. But like, tell me, is there?
Okay. Yes. There's tattoo courses. And there are tattoo schools.
What? There's tattoo schools?
That will charge you $5,000 or $6,000. So you can come in and they can teach you how to set up. And like business-wise, I respect the hustle. You know what I mean? I respect it. However, I personally don't think that you need that. There is schools that they're going to teach you how to set up. They're going to teach you how to tattoo. But you can do all of that at home on YouTube. Or you can follow tattoo artists, subscribe to their pages. A lot of people are doing like how-tos. As long as you subscribe, you pay $5-10 a month and they teach you how to fucking tattoo.
Oh, that is crazy. I didn't know that they taught.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. But like, it's technically not a license. It's just health. It's just through city. You need your certain license through the city, correct?
Tattoo artists have the least nails, hair, Estes. You guys go through so much more certifications than we do.
Yeah.
We take a course online.
What?
We take a course online that takes like an hour or so that basically teaches you how to not spread germs and disease. Okay, which is valid. That's great. We're using blood and needles. You need to be able to make sure that you're keeping your clients safe.
Yes.
It prints out of the printer once you finish it. It costs $50.
That's it.
You take that to the city and you say, here you go. I know how to clean stuff up. You pay another $50. They say, where do you work? You say, I work at BeMoreYouLA. They say, okay. And they give you a fucking license. Nobody's checking to see how you tattoo or how long you've been tattooing. You could literally get your tattoo license right now during this podcast.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
And it's crazy because you guys have to go through so many hours.
And it's like, we don't even go through what the shit you guys go through.
Yes.
That's illegal.
That is illegal. Yeah. And like, why is it like that? I don't know.
Criminal. That fucking sucks. I hate you guys.
I don't know.
Oh, what the fuck?
I know.
Dude, we go through shit all the time. My girls are terrified here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all licensed, obviously, but we do hours. I'm talking, we went to school for 600 plus hours.
Yikes.
You guys went to school for fucking hour.
45 minutes.
That is crazy.
Like, you can get a license and have never even touched a tattoo machine. And the test is basically common sense. It's like, do you put the gloves on before or after the procedure? Like,
that is so criminal.
Before.
That is
the fuck? That like, you have to really try to fail that test.
That is criminal as fuck. I'm so upset right now. Do you see my face?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that sucks. But you know what? Kudos, I guess. But
I'm sure they're going to come out with more shit soon. It's just right now in the industry, that's all it takes.
Have you ever seen an infected tattoo?
Yeah, of course. I had a girl. I'm sorry. Finish your question.
No, tell me. I want to know.
I had a girl once. I've never seen really bad infection because typically, as long as you're a clean person, you're not rolling around in the mud, you're not going to get an infection.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's be honest. Tattoo is like a scrape. Your body's going to take care of it, right?
Yeah.
If we take care of the scrape, it's going to heal better than if we left it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I tattooed a girl. I hope she doesn't see this. I tattooed a girl. Okay. 2 days later, she hit me up. She texted me. She was like, something's wrong. It looks like green. I was like, whoa, green. We're talking colors. Like send me a picture. Like maybe she's need to know. Maybe she's being dramatic, right? I was like, send me a picture. She sends me a picture. The shit is green. Okay.
Like green?
Like it's like
mucus
oozy,
green?
Mucusy, not normal green. And I was like, you know what? Come on in. I gotta see this in real life because like something's really wrong. And she came in and I was like, what happened? Because I literally just saw you 2 days ago. Like there's no way that in 48 hours this has progressed to a fucking staph infection. You know what I mean? And she was like, well, I'm not gonna lie. Like after I left, me and my boyfriend got into a fight. I fucking went to jail. I've been in jail for the past 2 days. And I was like, boom. Duh.
Is this a real story?
This is a real story. This girl went to jail immediately after getting tattooed. Okay? Why she went to jail? I don't know. She went to jail. Jail is fucking
nasty.
Nasty. She came in after she got released. She had a fucking staph infection.
Where did she get tattooed at?
It was just on her arm. So that was just on her arm, but like where she's been sleeping in jail for the past 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is nasty. So she had a staph infection. She was like, what do? I was like, go to the hospital, dude. Like, go to urgent care. There's nothing that I can do at this point to help you. Like, you need medical attention. You know what I mean? Like leave here and go immediately to urgent care. Run. Because you have a fucking staph infection. And staph is like, no joke. Like, you need to get antibiotics for that shit. You can't just wash it away. Like,
that's crazy. I want to know what?
I know.
Is there stories out there? I'm pretty sure that there is, like, obviously, because I'm stuck on, like, you getting your license for 1 hour. Like, do they, like, I'm thinking, like, HIV. I'm thinking,
100%. Like, real talk, you need to be very careful. We're dealing with needles, okay?
Yeah.
And, like, yes, it's a real concern.
That's crazy.
And you need to be paying attention to that 45-minute test, okay? Because it's teaching you how to make sure that you're not getting yourself exposed to anything like that. I mean, Hep C, HIV, a lot of this stuff is like a reality for our industry. Now, your clients should be doing paperwork, right? And you should be checking that paperwork. And the paperwork, it says, if any of these things apply to me, I have to let my artist know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are people going to be transparent with that? Maybe yes, maybe no, right? That's just, people are human. Is it maybe embarrassing to tell your artist that? Yes, but we need to take extra precautions, right?
Yeah.
In general, though, the rule of thumb is that you should be acting like everybody has HIV. That's how safe you should be with everybody. So that it doesn't matter if somebody comes in and they don't tell you, because you're already taking the necessary steps to constantly protect yourself.
Now let me ask you, if they put yes, are you declining the service?
You're not allowed to do that, I believe. I don't know the law on that, but I haven't had anybody check yes. But nonetheless, I'm very, 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 very careful. Any artist, tattoo artist, all of us have tattoos on our hands, okay? And I don't mean like cutesy tattoos. I mean like I have dots all over my hands from accidentally poking myself.
Oh, that makes sense.
Dude, you gotta check this one out. This one is you guys can probably see it on camera. Do you see this?
Oh my god, you that's from a
this is a tattoo. This is a oopsie.
Stop.
This is girl. This is I set my machine down and I had just got my machine and I set it on a surface that didn't have an edge. So I set it down and it started rolling and I was like, fuck. So I went to catch it like this, like pendeja. Like I went like that while it was running and boom, it got me.
Oh my god,
tatted.
I didn't even think of that.
I'm tatted.
And these people are human. That's the thing. Like, they're human. There's nothing different. I had a family member that passed away from that. Mm-hmm. And it's a human thing.
Of course.
And it's sad. You know? Sad. So that's why I'm just so, like, tattooing is 45 minutes for a fucking test is criminal as shit.
I know.
Like, you need to pay attention to those 40. You do. Every second counts.
You do. And the reality is that for artists, it's 45 minutes. But in order to get your license, you need to say, I work at this facility, right? And the regulations and permits
for that facility,
for me,
for Big Mama
is crazy. So yes, artist is quick, but for me to be able to facilitate artists and say that I have a clean, safe space is very, 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 very long, tedious process. So,
well, kudos to you. You're a boss, bitch.
Thanks. We're doing it.
I feel like, you know, you're doing the fucking thing.
Thank you.
Literally.
I'm trying.
Literally.
We're doing our best.
So let me ask you now, when you do smaller, it's like, okay, like for example, for me, I would want a small tattoo. Give me a price range. 14 to 16 is if they want something like, you know?
Yeah. For smaller stuff, my minimum is 200.
Great. I love that. So you can make coins with this.
Yeah.
Just because how long does it take you?
Like 5 minutes. But we're talking like very small. Like we're talking like you want a teeny heart on your hand that's like the size of my pinky nail, 200.
Oh shit.
If we're talking like love on the hand, no. That's going to be like 400.
I respect I need to fucking quit my job. Now, do you because a lot of tattoo artists do like brows. Have you ever gone into that?
Eyebrows?
Yeah, like ombre, microblading.
You know, I think that people are so fucking picky with tattoos. I can't imagine how picky they are with their eyebrows. And do I have the patience for that? I don't think I do.
No?
I mean, it's your face. I feel like girls would be like, this one eyebrow has one more hair than this one, and I'm not doing that. No.
Have you ever, oh my gosh, before we end this fucking podcast, I need to know, have you ever done a tattoo on someone's, like a client getting their boyfriend tatted, their name, and they, and then it doesn't fucking work out, or on their face, like Krishan Rock got fucking Blueface tatted on her face and now wants to remove it. Like what? Like
on the face is crazy talk, but anywhere else, the reality is it's none of my fucking business. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not there to be your mom and hold your hand and say, "Sweetie, are you sure you really want this?" You know what I mean? Like, that's not my fucking job. You paid the deposit. You're trying to get your boyfriend's name tatted on your ass. Let's run it. Like, that's not you're not my daughter. You know, you're a big girl or a big boy. Like, we'll do what you want.
Okay, so have you ever said no to doing something though? Like,
of course,
you're just not comfortable with that.
100%. Even now, at this level in my career, I'm so blessed to be able to pick and choose what I want to do.
I love that.
Do I accept every client that messages me? No, I don't, because I have the privilege of prioritizing what speaks to me and what excites me.
I feel that.
Before, I didn't have that privilege. I was trying to make money. I was saying yes to every Christian rock. You know what I mean? Like, I was saying yes. But now I'm able to like pick and choose and narrow down the clients that I want to tattoo.
Yeah. And do you have like, I'm just trying to see. So do you have clients that like, I'm trying to see like how you built the clientele. Is it because I know it's kind of like a one and done unless they want more, right? Yeah. So I'm kind of saying like, you got your clients from social media or kind of like word from mouth type of deal. Like, go to her because she did this. Like, how do we be you is what the fuck I'm trying to say. You know?
Yeah. Thank you. I think the biggest aspect of business in general, and this stretches out more than just the tattoo industry, is the experience that you give your client. Okay. Mm-hmm. And people miss that. Okay. When they come to me for a full day session, they're paying $1,400 to $1,600, not only for a good quality tattoo, but they're paying for the experience that I provide them, right? So we're talking. You're my friend. You're the most important thing in the world to me right now. You're paying for my time, so nothing else fucking matters except for what you want, how you feel, what we're doing. Like, you're going to leave the shop being like, I'm going back to her. Because nothing compares to the experience that they just had. And that's not me being cocky saying, I'm going to give you the best tattoo in the world. It's literally just that, like, be a good fucking human. You know what I mean? Be a good person. Make people feel comfortable. Like, don't just milk them for money. Yes, tattooing great is a big part of it. You need to have talent, but also just giving your client a really good experience. And then even if you only see that client once a year, which is typically like you're saying, it's one and done, or if I'm lucky, once a year, maybe. They have had such a good experience with you that anytime anybody in their circle mentions tattoos, immediately they think of me. Why? Because they just had a great fucking experience with me, right? It's like the one you were telling me about. You got a tattoo and she was a fucking bitch. Oh, yeah. Do you remember the tattoo? No. You remember the experience that you had. And you remember that she was a bitch. Mm-hmm. And people miss that. People are like, you want a tattoo on me? Okay, tattoo, money, bye.
Damn. And see, and that's why I bring on different people from different industries. Yeah. Because we all get a perspective. So it's the same with us, you know? Mm-hmm. It's a common thing, and it's the experience that we're providing for our clients, and that's what's either bringing them back or then telling someone else. But it's also, again, how you said, the art, because if I see your tattoo, I'm going to be like, who the fuck touched you? Because I need them to touch me.
Right. You know? And taking pride in your art and what you do. Yes. It's going to be showcased everywhere that person goes. Yes. Right? So you're not rushing through it. Like, my full attention is on you and how this comes out and your experience. Yeah. And energy is so, like, multiplied. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm giving good energy and my clients receiving good energy, everything comes back to me in tenfold. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm so big on that. So I really prioritize client experience and being a good fucking human. It's so easy.
Yeah, just the energy.
It's so easy.
And another thing too is your confidence. Like, you need to be confident in your work. Like, I did that and that right there. Because I would rather go to someone that's so confident
100%
and saying, damn, this person knows what, like, they're confident about it, I'm going. 100%. Not just like, yeah, I did that.
100%. You know? And with all of those things, right, it's like, $1,400, that's nothing. Take my money. It's going to be on me forever. You know what I mean? Yes.
I would pay that.
It's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, we always end this podcast with a quote. I didn't even... Huh? Well...
Oh, gosh.
Horror stories. Oh, I mean, do you have a horror story?
I have... Like...
Oh my gosh. I didn't even ask you. This was on my mind. Have you ever stopped midway of tattooing?
Yes.
And say, I just can't fucking tattoo anymore. You have? Yes. What do they say? I'd be fucking crying. I'd be like...
The reality is that tattoos hurt. Okay?
Oh, shit.
Tattoos hurt. People have different levels of being able to take pain, right? Some people are really good at it, and some people... I suck. I fucking hate getting tattooed with a passion, okay? I don't like that shit, and I don't really get tatted like that, and I don't care. But I know that I don't like getting tatted, right? So I use numbing cream. I fucking take Advil. I want somebody to hold my hand. I need a pillow. You know what I'm saying? Me. Like diva type shit. Now, there's people who are just not good at getting tattooed. And some people, like, if you're screaming, you're yelling, you're about to pass out, like, this isn't a good time for you and it's not a good time for me. Right? And, like, I'm not being paid enough right now to endure this. And realistically, like, if your body's giving out on you, we're donezo. We're not doing it. And, like, I'm just uncomfortable. Sometimes people be, like, moaning and shit. It's just weird.
What the heck? Like, moaning? Like
when they're in pain, but, like, it's making everybody in the shop uncomfortable. Because the noises that are happening are like, girl, I know that shit don't hurt that much.
You're just,
you know what I mean? Like, you're wilding out.
So you stopped them just because of, like, okay, I can't keep going. Like, you are in too much pain.
Yeah.
Like,
or if they pass out cold, we need to take a minute. We need to reset. And that's real. That happens often.
And someone's passed out on you?
100% full grown men. Yeah.
What is the worst place to get tatted? Hold on. Real quick. What do you think? Where is the worst place to get tatted at?
Hands and feet.
Oh my gosh.
Hands and feet are the worst.
Agree.
Yeah.
I got my ankle tatted.
No.
I died.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like, that's where I think, you know what? I blame the tattoo artist, and I always said that that's the one that he fucked up on my foot.
Yeah.
I think it was me.
now that we're looking back on talking about it might have been me.
I kept moving. That shit hurts so bad.
It hurts really bad.
It was on my bone, like on my ankle, like right here.
Girl, why'd you do that?
It was my first one too.
Oh my god. My first one was on my foot too.
I didn't know.
My twin.
I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
I was like, I don't know if it's gonna look good on me. Like, let me get it at a place that's not really shown.
Yes.
Foot was my first option.
Yeah, same.
And that shit, and I told myself, I'm never doing this shit
again.
again.
Yeah, me too.
And again, what happened? I went back 2 months later.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes, folks.
So wait, tell me a horror story. Tell me one story where you really remember it, and it.
Okay.
Tell me.
Brother and sister, matching tattoos, 3 letters. Teeny teeny. It's their firsts. Okay.
Okay.
The sister is like, I'm gonna go first because I'm the most scared and I'm really nervous. He's like, it's gonna be really easy, no big deal. You go first. She's like, okay, great. She goes first. He's like, how is it? She's like, oh my God, you're gonna be so surprised because it's actually really easy. It's actually not that bad. Cool. Her tattoo.
Where was that?
It was right here. It was like on the wrist.
Okay.
Takes 5 minutes. Cool. She's done. She's so happy because she's like, oh my God, we were stressing for nothing, which is usually how it is. We're stressing for nothing. Okay. He's like, I told you, see, you're stressed out. Like, it's all good. You know what I mean? Being cool guy, big brother. Like, we're talking like full grown man.
Yes.
And then I clean up, I reset. I was like, okay, I'm ready for you. So then we go to do his and I start tattooing him. And like, I can tell that he's nervous, you know, he's sweating. And I'm like, he's playing cool guy, but it's okay. It's only going to take 5 minutes. Like he's telling his sister like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. Like it's totally fine, you know? And like, meanwhile, I'm like, okay, we're going down because he is looking pale. He's sweating profusely. Like I had literally just finished the last letter and like, I look up and he's like fully unconscious. Okay. And like, we're trained for this. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Sister has never seen this in her life. Okay. Sister is like, should I call a paramedic? She's like fucking crying, sobbing. I'm like, take a deep breath. Okay. Everything is going to be okay. Like he has not died. Okay. He is not with us currently, but he's coming back to life. Okay. Just give him a minute to bounce back. And like, he was unconscious for a little bit. We have these little smelling salts that you wave and it kind of like brings people back to consciousness. So he wakes back up. She's like in full fucking tears. And he is like, what the fuck just happened? You know? And like with men, typically their immediate response is to be like, oh, like, let me get up. Like, let me just get, like, I'm fine. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like bad idea, right? Because
you need
homie
to like chill.
You need to chill because homie goes down again for the second time.
Oh my!
You know what I mean? Because he's trying to stand up, and I'm like, fucking sit down, dude. Like, who are you trying to impress? Like, you can't hang right now, respectfully. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hang, so sit the fuck down. And like, yeah, it was just like a really dramatic experience because I'm trying to get homie to sit down. His sister is bawling, screaming, like wants to call a paramedic. Like she thinks that
You're killing him.
I'm killing him. I'm like, I never saw them again. Like, that was probably his first and his last tattoo because
oh my gosh,
I never saw him again. Bless his heart.
In 3 letters.
Yeah.
Oh, see, these motherfuckers would not handle birth.
No, girl, it was this big. It's funny because his sister was literally just telling him like,
it's fine.
That shit is so easy. You got it in the bag.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
Yeah, rough.
You know what? Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Shout out to my boy.
Shout out to him. Shout out to those 3 letters. That will forever be a story.
For real.
And you know what he's probably saying to the people? Nah, it wasn't that bad. It was fine, bro.
Exactly.
This tattoo was nothing.
He's probably telling his homies all his next plans for his sleep.
Yeah, I want to do this. I want to do this.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Easy. It's easy. Horrible.
Well, that was funny.
The ego goes crazy.
You know what? It really does. Because men ain't shit. At the end of the day, when it comes to pain, they can't. Look,
hands down.
My man is sick as hell right now.
Oh,
like a crying baby on the bed. Okay?
No.
When I'm sick, you see me do this,
you're getting shit done.
I'm like, I'm not sick.
Yeah.
I'm dying inside.
Yeah.
But I'm fine.
Yeah.
But men, they're just babies. They can handle shit.
It's in their nature. You can't blame them. It's in their nature.
Well, we always end this podcast with a quote.
Okay.
I didn't even mention that, but I hope you have a quote in mind. It could be anything. It can be whatever you want. I got something that you live by.
Okay. I think that I'm going to have to end this podcast with a quote by one of my favorite people, somebody that I really look up to. Her name is Mel Robbins. I'm sure a lot of you guys know her. She's a businesswoman. She has her own podcast as well. And the quote is to fail fast. We kind of mentioned it in the podcast a little bit, but with everything that you fucking do, deep dive headfirst into the fucking abyss and do it brave, do it scared, just fucking go for it. Life is so short. Who fucking cares? Nobody's watching you. Nobody's judging you. Nobody cares. Just go for it. And 9 times out of 10, it works out.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Put an applause emoji or something. Period. Well, thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Of course. Thank you. I had so much fun.
I'm so glad you guys, she drove far.
She did. She drove a solid 3 hours.
But it's okay.
It's okay. Follow me on Instagram.
Period. Follow her.
My Instagram is Alexis_Xol. XOL. Soul.
I love it.
Thanks.
I love how she did that.
Thank you.
Well, I hope to see you next time.
Yay, me too.
If you guys see me with the next tattoo, just know who the fuck it's by. Okay?
Period.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.